Thanks for checking out my Wix AI website builder tutorial where I'm going to be showing you how to use the Wix AI website builder. I'm not big on introductions, so let's get right on into it. Alright, so when we're in our account, we're going to be in the All Sites section right here. You can actually click there and do Create New Site, or just simply click on the blue button. That's what I'm going to do right here. Let's click this. And as this is loading, I'm going to kind of walk you through this. Given the fact we're going to be creating with AI, I want to do this section as well. So I'm going to click on Start Chat. And this is going to be a great way to kind of talk to Wix and figure out what it is you want to create. Now, what I put here is going to probably differ from what you create, depending on what you're looking for. For my example here, I'm going to be creating a website that showcases some of the videos I do, maybe the tutorials, the reviews, tutorials like this, reviews, maybe some thumbnails and so on and so forth. So give me a moment, I'm going to type it in, then I'll talk about it. Alright, so I'm looking to create a clean and minimalistic website that showcases the YouTube tutorials and reviews that I create. So this, once again, will probably differ from what you do. Maybe you're looking for a portfolio website, something where you can show off maybe some of the work you've done for photography, for photos, if you're looking to get clients, whatever it is, just put down the main goal and you can describe a little bit about what you want like I did. Let's click on the arrow right here. And while this is loading, I do want to let you know that based upon what you put here, you might get taken in a different direction. So just answer to the best of your abilities. Now, what is the set of your name? Let's just do Marketing Island here. Pretty self-explanatory. What type of content will you be showcasing on Marketing Island? All right, so I just put my YouTube videos and thumbnails just to kind of give it some extra aspects to it, right? So in this right side did pop out. So what's going to happen is as you start answering more, it's going to give you more details about it. As you can see right there, YouTube tech channel, blog, Instagram, portfolio, video, and let's let it load once again. Oh, there it is. Do you have any additional goals for your website, like growing your email list or promoting a product? So for this, but yes, I do promote specific products using my YouTube videos, and I would also like a contact page where they can email using my email address and not a form. So a form is pretty much where it says like name, first name, last name, email, what are your comments. I'd rather just give them my email address and they can do it that way. Sometimes Wix doesn't always listen to you and you got to put it in its place, so just keep that in mind, okay? Excuse me, I had a protein bar and it's just not sitting right. Anyway, could you share your unique selling point that sets you apart from other creators? If you get asked this question, think about what makes you special, unique, and different. Whatever it is, could it be results, the length of time you've been in the game, testimonials, your ability to take something complex and simplify it, once again, just glorious raving reviews, whatever it's going to be. Even if you're new, you can talk about how you have such a hands-on experience with your customers. Like if you've had a few testimonials that way. I want to give you one example here. People in the e-commerce field often compare themselves or try and compete with Amazon. And I don't think that's a good idea because, yes, they are massive. We understand that. They're a huge company and someone who's just themselves is like, how do I compete with this? But you have such an advantage because when you talk about it, if you're, say, doing e-commerce stuff, you're delivering things, you can package things with so much more care and effort. You can put so much more love into it because you, say, compared to Amazon is just like a machine. Like, do this, package it, throw it in the mail, and you're good. But you, on the other hand, you can put so much love and grace and time into it where there's a huge differentiating factor that way. So that is something to keep in mind. If you're comparing yourself to these massive companies, just think about how you, being the new person, can really outdo them. Say this was with personal training, okay? I think Alex Hormozy talked about this once. I used to be a personal trainer, but if you're going to get personal training through like huge corporate chain gyms, they're just going to throw you in. They're not going to really give you customized workouts. But if you're brand new and you're looking to really get started, you're excited about it, you're going to walk them through every single step. You're going to listen to everything that they have to say. You're going to care for them. You're going to really want them to succeed. And I know this should actually be standard with other gyms, but in life and business, that usually doesn't happen once they get so big. They grow so fast that they just put people through this process. And they don't have enough time for the expert touch and the love and everything else that goes into it when you're really getting up and running. So I hope I made that comparison clear. I'm probably going to put a chapter down below, so in case you wanted to skip that, if you didn't, too late. But anyway, that's just going to be something that you can think about. Just because people are much bigger than you, like say Amazon, they're just massive. If you're in a similar e-commerce type of thing, even if it's just digital marketing, even if it's photography, even if people have all these years of experience, just think about how you have that unique perspective, okay? So for me, I'm just going to put, that's my little unique perspective. Not too many people can say they've been doing digital marketing since 2012. I can assure you that. There are some of the bigger names, but once again, it's this similar thing where I can give so much more attention and care to, say, coaches and clients, or, whatever it's going to be. So whatever makes you special, different, unique compared to everyone else, put that in there. Really hope I hammered that part home. All right, cool. And we're all set. And I do want to say, just touching upon this, like, you can put, I've been doing this since 2012, but you can also say why that's such a big deal. You can probably elaborate more on that because, like, I've stood the test of time. I've seen hundreds and thousands of people begin since that time up to the period now where they say they're going to be around. They're just a flash in the pan. They're here today, gone tomorrow. So you can talk about the longevity of that if you had something similar, okay? Anyway, let's go to dashboard. Your questions might have been a little bit different than mine, but I hope I gave you insight into how you can answer them and just make yourself sound more attractive, even if you are brand new. Like I said, there's a lot of benefits to being new when you compare yourself to some of these massive companies, okay? Go to dashboard. All right, we did it. We are done. Time to go home. Just kidding. We got a few more things to do. It's going to talk about how you probably have some type of domain available if you want to upgrade. I have the free plan, just so you know, so I don't have every perk, but you can still do what I'm going to be doing in this tutorial, which is always a good thing. If you want to upgrade, feel free to. That's on you. So let's click on Design Site right here. And given the fact we're going to be creating with AI, let's click on Customize a Template. And just kidding, making sure you're paying attention, okay? Let's generate a design with AI. So right here. So let's get started on a site for Marketing Island, your YouTube channel. Millions of people have built their sites on Wix, so I know the tools you need. I'll start by generating a site brief. So here's the site brief. Will be built based upon the site profile we put together. Has a site structure with one page, has a description. Your theme will feature classy fonts and a sophisticated monochromatic design in black and white. You'll have a layout with a grid, lines, and strokes with a mosaic-like style, okay? I don't know how much that rings true to being minimalistic, but we'll see, okay? We can always change things around. So this is going to be a big part of the actual tutorial, and it's going to be loading soon. It's going to look funky usually, and then it'll, stretch it out, make everything look good. So give it a moment while it loads, which shouldn't be much longer. Okay, perfect. I actually really like this one. Every time I do tutorials with AI, I'm surprised I don't get many more like, James, or whatever your name is. You probably don't know my name, but it's James. You're like, why would you like this? It's so plain and basic, but that's why I like it. Like, I love simplicity. I think simplicity is great. There's not a whole lot going on. Part of being simple, there is the ability to say subscribe if you want to do that. So if you're on Instagram, you can do that. If you have videos, you can put them there. If you're selling something, you can do that. And it's just a picture. Well, it will be of me. I think this is great. I am going to go with this one, but I do want to give you a little bit more insight because it's kind of rare that Wix is going to spit out something that you like right off the bat. Okay, so what you can do right here, there's going to be a few options. There's site profile, there's site structure, there's site description, and then there's theme and layout. So if you just don't like this at all, you can do regenerate design. It's going to go through the same process where it loads. And if you want to tweak it, you can do that where it's going to make some changes. But I think going through these are going to be most important. If you click on site profile right here, it's going to talk about your basic info. This is like YouTube channel. We have a description right here. If you wanted to change that around, you can. And of course, contact info. This is just all going to be, random stuff. You can change that around too, even if it's going to be on your actual Wix website when we create it. So that's going to be for like the basic stuff if you want to change that. We have our site structure here. So let's just say I didn't want Instagram. Like I can do that. There's video gallery and there's products, right? So video gallery, that's fine. I can always just embed YouTube videos there too, featured products. That's going to automatically be there. So I think that's fine. I did say I want to contact. So let's do something like that. And let's click on apply changes. And like I said, every time you make a change, it's going to go through this loading phase. And it does take a decent amount of time. Not like it takes like an hour, but it's probably like, 30 seconds to 60 seconds if I had to guess. I'm going to stop talking. And when it is done, I will get back to you. All right, so we have version 2 right here. Let's scroll down. Products are tutorials, and great. So we don't have the Instagram thing. Like I said, if we kept that there, we can just go hover over it and click on X. So that's like not a problem at all. This is going to be the menu here. This is going to be Marketing Island. Now here is a tip. It says you can view the last 5 versions of the site. So you notice how I said it takes a little while to load? It's probably about 30 seconds. Every time you cycle from say version 2 to version 1, it's going to go through that loading process again, which can be quite annoying. So if you make a lot of versions here, I would recommend clicking on the history and then clicking on the one you want. Because say like if you made 5 and you wanted to go to 1, but then you cycle to 4, you cycle to 3, you cycle to 2, you cycle to 1, that's going to be a lot of waiting. So just make sure you actually hover over this and click on it. It's just ultimately going to save you some time, okay? So we talked about some of these, like description. We can go with the theme too. This is kind of going to be like you're talking to Wix once again, where it lets you know what it's going to be all about. And if you want to make any changes, you can certainly do that. So like it says, darker theme, green theme, pastels, whatever it is going to be, you can shuffle these colors. This is where you can be a little bit more, I guess you could say, free in your ability to kind of change things around. If you want to do that, I'm just letting you know that's going to be where it is. And then we have layout right here. It's going to be the same thing as we just talked about, where it's kind of like talking to Wix, like saying, listen, I thought I told you the first time, get it right. All right. Sometimes you got to put Wix in their place. Okay. So this is pretty much what it's saying. If you want to change that around, feel free to. More text, cleaner layout, some colors at the top. The more specific you can be as well, the better. Same thing with any type of AI. Usually garbage in equals garbage out, but clarity in equals you'll get some great clarity out, right? So the higher the input, the higher the quality. So just kind of giving you some tips there about what you can do in this aspect. Once again, regenerate is kind of like redo everything. And if you want to make some tweaks, you can do that as well. So once you have fine-tuned that to your perfection, you got something that you like, simply click on this button right here, continue with this design. So you can complete the site with your own domain. That is already taken, which is why I have marketing aisle. But anyway, so you can continue to editor or set up your business. I'm going to do continue right here. All right, and so here we are. Let's take a look. We'll go from top to bottom here. So I have the top highlighted. This is going to be the overall top section. Not a whole lot you can do here. It's like marketing island, generate text with AI, edit text. Not a whole lot you can pretty much do there, but unfortunately, changing the basic shape, I'm going to keep it as is for that specific section. You could always like get a logo and drag it in. I believe you can do that. I will check right now. So let me show you how you can do that. Sometimes I know headers and footers are weird with like what they allow you to add. So let's do add elements. In case we want to make it look a little bit more spiffy, let's go to upload and import, or just upload images here. And upload from computer. All right, so there's my logo. I'm going to do add to page. And there we are. Let's say I'm going to click on vector art and I'm going to do backspace. We don't want that. This I can probably move over like this. And now we have our logo. It's talking about how like they might not be able to see it. That's fine. We'll just take a look at what it looks like when we are done. I'm going to make this smaller. And I could probably use my logo that actually has like the marketing island name in it. So let's make it smaller so this doesn't get annoyed. Something like that. Centered. Perfect. Move this over. And, you could spend a little bit more time on that. Like I said, if you have a logo where it just says Marketing Island, that probably looks so much better. But I'm not going to focus too much on the aesthetics. But you should know how to do that now that you know how to upload a photo and just drag and drop it over there. There's also the menu section right here. You can click here and you can do Edit Menu. Talks about and showcases some of the things that you're going to be seeing here. Now, if there's anything you don't want in the menu, let me show you how to remove that. So I'm going to click on Exit Mode. And we're going to go to the Pages and Menu right here. And these are going to be the specific sections. So if there's anything in here that you don't want showing up here, what you can do, let's just say shop, and we can do hide from menu. Okay. And then we can also do, say, if we just want portfolio and contact, we can remove this. You might not want to do that. I'm just showing you how it's done. Okay. So that's going to be the top. That's the header. Now we have right here, learn and grow with us. Whatever you want your main selling point to be, that's fine. This is going to be the start learning button. Whatever it is you want to put here, you could actually use an image and link it, but let me show you how to link it right here, which is going to be this. And this is going to be where do you want it to go to. So it could go to a specific section like videos. If you want to make your life easier, you can go to a specific page if you already have one created. Like say you want it to go to contact, okay? Like that can be how someone reaches out to you. And I'd recommend doing it in a new window. I always like doing that because it gives them the opportunity to come back to this page and maybe look around a little bit more. If you ever want to go to an actual URL that's outside of Wix, maybe this was going to be, say, for like booking an appointment or a coaching call or a webinar. This is going to be where you put that URL. And once again, I'd recommend doing in a new window. But for this one, let's say it is going to be for a page and it's just going to be contact and new window, and we can do that. Okay, so like aside from that, what we want to do is contact. If I can spell it right, contact me. Okay, something like that. Okay, learn and grow with us. And once again, this will be edited to your liking. Okay, this is not me, clearly, or maybe it is. I'm just kidding, it's not me. Let's click on this and let's do the actual, let's see, change background. Okay, and what we want to do is image. And I'm going to upload media. Oh, we can use a cat, a black cat in cityscape. Pretty cool, but not really fitting the marketing island vibe. Let's upload media and upload from computer. All right, I am loading. Okay, so there I am. Let's change background. I believe I did just that side. There we go. So we'll keep it like that. So that's going to be that image. Featured products. So if I don't have any featured products, like this is more of an e-commerce thing, I can click on this and just do boop, delete our tutorials. So there is a way of doing this that I think is much easier. You can go with the internal section right here. So if I click on this, you can do manage videos. If you want to go about doing it this way, no. Okay, so you can upload videos or you can just simply paste your video, playlist, or channel URL there. Whatever way you want to do it, that's going to be a pretty straightforward way of going about adding videos, but I do want to show you how you can embed them as well. So what I can do right here is click on this and do, yes, I want to delete that. And so what we can do now is go to add elements. Just want to show you multiple ways of doing it, right? So where I have my dad eyes, where it's very hard to find things. I'm looking for video, and you can probably see it, but I can't. There it is, video and music, that's why. Dad eyes are a real thing, I found out. So we're going to drag and drop this in here. Okay, so you could do a few, you can do a ton, you can do one. It's really up to you. If you want to make it bigger, you can do that as well. But I'm just showing you how you can embed any type of YouTube video. Where's the center? There you go. So if you move it around a little, you're going to see that vertical purple line. Let's click right there. Let's do change video. And this is going to be the YouTube video. So let me hop on my channel. I'm going to grab another video and I'll get back to you in one moment. All right, I'm back. Let's paste it in. And just like that, I have some parrots almost on my shoulder. Okay, so that's going to be that video, and very similar to this one, ironically enough. Centered, good to go. I believe you can move this as well. If I click on this, let's do edit text. Let's look for center alignment in case you want to do that as well. This can be moved. Let's find something right there. Our tutorials. I know it's just one, but that's just showcasing that. If you don't want a section with being able to get a subscribing and newsletter, I can do a separate tutorial about that, but if you want to keep it there, that's fine. You just kind of need to connect that and integrate it with it. These are going to be all business as usual. I don't live in California, I'm in Florida, but obviously if you wanted to change that, that's going to be how you can do that. If you need help with changing links, I think I did show you before. So what you would do here is highlight it, and then you would click on link right here. And this would go obviously to your refund policy. But once again, if you wanted to go to a web address, you can put it right here. Or if you want to go anywhere else, if you have an email, you can do that as well. So that's going to be that. What I want to do is also save. So I'm going to do save here. That's fine. You can give it a name. I'm just going to do like MIS, Myland, something like that. Sure. Don't show again. Thank you very much. And let's just preview it. There I is. Okay, learn and grow with us, contact me, tutorials, and so on and so forth. And I like how when you scroll down, it kind of like flashes and shows. It's just a neat little thing you do there. And there's a lot of white space here, so we can go back to editor. I'll show you how to fix that. All you need to do is this. Very straightforward. And save. All right, great. So let's go to actually the contact page. I just want to showcase that one because we did talk about it. Let's click on contact. And there are going to be some other pages that you can, doodle around with. And I did talk about how I didn't want to use a form. So I'm going to click on this and just do that. So we can do get in touch. You can move this wherever you want. Also, once again, if you want to center it, edit text, go here and this. And now what we can do, if we want to add elements for text, we can do this and we can do text. And whatever it is going to be up to you. Theme text, paragraphs. I think theme text is going to be fine. We can do something like this. Let's just drag it in. Okay, so let's just put the email here. And this is how you can actually attach an email to an email. So when someone clicks on it, they get brought up to their Google web browser and they can do it that way. We want to go to link right here and we want to go to email. And I'm just going to add it right here. And what's the email's subject line? Yo, I am reaching out. Don't put that. This is just a funny example. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do that, but that's going to be how they can do that. Clearly, you might want a few more things in there. I'm just showing you very quickly, yes, I know, that how you can set this up in terms of what you have on this page. If you want to do something like this, where you put it over here, and then you have a nice smiling picture of you there, you can certainly do that. Reasons to reach out, like talk about the things. If you want to do this, don't even expect it. If you're spamming me looking for backlink opportunities, don't even bother. Whatever it is, it's your business. It's, talk about what you expect to see, what you want to see in your inbox, and anything that's going to get immediately deleted. It's really up to you. But once again, let's do save. And I didn't showcase how to publish it, and I would be very upset with myself. I did a video probably a year ago where I forgot to show how to publish it, and I was like, I think people will be able to figure it out, but sometimes if you're new to a software, it might be difficult to figure out, but it's right here. Let's hit the publish button. Got to make sure I remember to do that, okay? Looks fine, done, and yeah, we'll keep it as that for now. We can go back to our other page, so if we go to the pages right here, anytime you want to change pages, just simply click on it right here. And last but not least, let's just take a look at it. So we did our publish, let's do view site. All right, so our website was built on Wix. I do have the free plan, that's why it showcases that. This is going to be the menu, home, contact, and portfolio. I showed you how to actually remove some of those if you didn't want them. This is going to go to the contact page, which is great. That's going to be like the main purpose. There we go, how it kind of zooms in like there. We did remove a lot of that white space. Of course, this is just going to be the bottom. Very straightforward, very standard. So like with a page like this, I like how that picture kind of zooms in and zooms out. So like your main goal right here, contact me. Do you want someone to reach out to you because they're going to be asking for some type of work from you? Maybe you're looking to get clients or, coaching or consulting. Is there a specific product that you're promoting? It can certainly go right here if that's the case. If you are providing some type of service, you could put maybe a testimonial here or just more about you talking in front of the camera about what you do. Just a lot of suggestions here because I know right off the bat you might not be creating a website that's very similar to this, but that's why I wanted to throw in some ideas depending on what you're going to be doing here. Just make sure you know what your main goal is and have that like usually above the fold, like reaching out right here. That's going to be what you want to do. And something like this can only bolster that. Like it can talk about past experiences, it can talk about how long you've been in the game. You can talk about how much attention you give your clients and customers because once again, you don't work for Amazon. You give everything your 100%. You're not swamped with clients. You're not like working yourself crazy. You can put all your focus into your clients and customers and how much you love them and you can't wait to work with them. Whatever it's going to be, I'm just mind dumping here. And I think with that in mind, that is going to conclude this tutorial about how you can use the Wix AI Website Builder. So if you got any value out of this Wix AI Website Builder tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up as it helps me out a ton. And if you made it all the way to the end, a virtual high five for you. I will leave a free gift down below in the description that can help with building and growing your digital business, if that's what you're into, of course. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.